The Mississippi will crest in St. Louis on Friday at the second highest level on record. That could have an impact on the largest event held in the region. Fair St. Louis draws hundreds of thousands to the arts grounds for music, fireworks, and an air show. But this year, it could be forced to pick up and move. Russell Kinsall has been learning what will determine where that event is held. Russell, what have you learned?
Well, right now, the food and drink vendors for Fair St. Louis are scheduled to be parked right down there on Lenore K. Sullivan Boulevard. Guess what? You cannot see the street because it's under several feet of water. Already flooding this summer has forced the cancellation of 4th of July events in Arnold. It canceled the Strawberry Festival in Kemswick. Now the question is, will it force the largest summertime event in the St. Louis region to move?
Until you see it, it's hard to imagine it.
Judy and Gil Fletcher are making a return trip to St. Louis and had to see the swollen Mississippi River for themselves.
We were here just a year ago and actually rode the riverboat there for the evening cruise and looked at some of the sights and walked up and down the walkway, which we can't even see. The
river will crest on Friday. The go-to guy for predicting the rise and fall of area rivers is Mark Fuchs.
This is our latest forecast hydrograph, and it actually extends out a full 4 weeks.
Fuchs is the senior service hydrologist with the National Weather Service. He's been fielding a lot of calls lately from Fair St. Louis organizers.
The one thing that I'm very happy to say is there will be the 39th Fair St. Louis on July 4th and 5th. And 6th.
Whether it can be held on the arch grounds is still up in the air. The river will crest at 45 feet, but will have to drop to just 38 feet by July 4th in order for the river to be open to barge traffic. The Fair St. Louis fireworks show is fired from a barge. Fuchs is hopeful.
No more significant rainfall. We could see the Mississippi get down real close to or below flood stage in about 3 weeks.
But the river has to drop even farther by late June to have time to clean Lenore K. Sullivan Boulevard for the vendors. If not, the vendors or the entire Fair St. Louis will have to relocate.
We have multiple plans if we're not able to hold it there, and we're keeping all of our options open at the moment.
So organizers say if they do have to move Fair St. Louis from somewhere other than the arts grounds, they'll give you plenty of notice about the new location, and they'll let you know. It'll be on their website, and we'll announce that as well. By the way, the music lineup will be announced tomorrow morning on News 4 This Morning during the 6 o'clock hour. You don't want to miss that. Live downtown at the Arch, Russell Kinsall, News 4.
Right now, thousands of acres of farmland underwater, including this property here in Nutwood. Today is the deadline for farmers in Illinois who aren't able to plant corn because of flooding to file for federal insurance coverage. Coming up tonight on News 4 at 10, hear from one of those farmers and learn how this could impact you as well. And as we bring meteorology